What's up, guys? How's it going? It's John. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on a game we are working on at Collector Vision Games called Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan. This game has been in development for, gosh, 2+ years. I'm one of the project leads on this particular game. It is absolutely a passion project of all of ours. Big shout out to Russ, the lead programmer, to JF, to Keith, to Ben, to Toby, everyone involved. I'm sure I'm missing someone, but everyone involved, thank you for their amazing help. And this video, I want to show you guys what the premise of this game is. You play as Sydney Hunter, and it's all done in 8-bit. It's all 8-bit graphics and sound. There are 6 stages, levels in this game, plus a bunch of mini stages. And this particular part I'm going to show you is like the lava boss, which we just programmed and developed. You'll notice that some of the sound effects are not quite implemented yet, so this is kind of a early stage of it. But we're very close to releasing the final game. In fact, we're probably going to be done with it, wrapped up with it, probably within the next month or so. So super exciting, and I just want to show you this lava boss because this guy is really difficult, but very, very cool. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and game on. So Curse of the Mayan, Sydney Hunter and the Curse of Mayan, is really inspired by a lot of classic games. It started off initially as inspiration from Montezuma's Revenge. It just kind of evolved, and we've taken inspirations from Zelda to Mega Man, Castlevania, a lot of classic games. Here's a profile name entry stage, kind of similar to what you'd see in Zelda. We are porting this to Steam, hopefully to the Switch, for Nintendo Switch. It's come out for PS4, Vita, Wii U, as well as Xbox One. So this is called the Kayak, or it's K-A-A-K. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it in Mayan, but basically that means it's a stage where that means fire. And this is the stage where you find you have to get the special idol first to unlock this particular boss. And the goal of going to this boss is because you need a certain part of the hab counter, which is again a Mayan word for their main counter. They had. Here's a save spot. And so there's 7 pieces. So Kulkukin, who is like the main Mayan god in their culture, he's the main god in this game, the main boss. He broke up the hab counter into 7 different pieces, and it's your goal to go throughout the pyramid here and find each piece. So I have this item here. I'll put him down, and this is what happens. We're going to change the music here slightly. Obviously, there'll be sound effects. And he's really upset. Bottom right corner obviously is, see, I just died, you gotta be careful. The bottom right corner is the boss's energies level, and then the bottom left obviously is my heart thing, very similar to, like, again, like Zelda. You can get an item, you can add hearts, you can purchase hearts later in the game. More hearts, you can get up to 6 different hearts altogether. There's a special item that you can get to where when you get hit, instead of losing 1 heart, you lose half heart. What's also interesting about this game is there's a special item which I have here, which allows you to have a fire whip. So when I have full energy, when I use a whip, a fireball will shoot out. And that only happens when I have full energy, or in this case, I have 2.5 hearts. If I get down to 2 hearts, that fireball goes away. If he hits me, I lose, I believe, about 1.5 hearts, so he's pretty strong. The only way to whip him is you gotta whip his top of his head. So you gotta get on the right platform to do so. These platforms move around and such. Very, very challenging. Then these bats will drop fire. It's all pattern-based boss battles. Now, there are several other bosses in this game, but most of the boss battles are actually God-style bosses, and they kind of play very similar to like Mega Man. Initially, this guy was going to be in Caverns of Death, this enemy. We decided to convert him, and he was in 16-bit. We decided to convert him into 8-bit and put him into this game because he looks really cool. Keith Erickson did the graphics. Russ Kumro did the programming for this. And Ben Allen did the music. So pretty small crew. There's other weapons you can use in the game as well, including there's a boomerang that I have, which is a long-range weapon, and then later on you actually get a harpoon, which is important because the harpoon is you'll be able to use underwater, because there are underwater stages, and that's the only weapon you can actually use underwater. You can't use a fire whip underwater, obviously. You can't use a boomerang underwater, so you need a harpoon. So you got to find that in the game. Here's a boomerang. And this is access through a door. There's a special hap counter room, and this is access through a door that you can get into. But again, in order to unlock this enemy, you need that special item, idle item, which you have to find in the game. There are these elixirs here you can pick. This red one, this helps you with the health. And you can select this by hitting the shoulder buttons, or you can go to actually hit select for the main menu. I just got hit there. I'll go ahead and use it. So right now, it turns to yellow, so I have 2 more spots. So red is good pretty much for 2 times. For 4 hearts. I'm getting pretty close to defeating him. Oh, got hit again. I'm making this look a bit easy though, because this guy is very, very challenging. The hardest part is knowing which platform to jump on, and you got to worry about these bats. I almost prefer using the whip in this situation opposed to the boomerang, because once you fire the boomerang away, you have to wait for it to come back to you. And boomerang is an item you find later in the game. You start off with a whip in the game, and there's various upgrades and stuff like that as well. Oh, almost 1 more hit and he's done. This initially game was supposed to be a Nintendo game. Actually, we're going to port this, but the aspect ratio, we changed the aspect ratio, so the aspect ratio is off. It wouldn't work for an NES, but graphically and audio-wise, it would. There's some slight differences, pixels and stuff that we've added here to make it look a little bit cleaner. But for the most part, the game, we want to stay true to the 8-bit form, as if you were playing a classic NES game for sure. This should about just do it. So now he's going to blow up. And now you'll see here I get a piece of the hap counter I was talking about before. And once you complete the 7 pieces, that's when you actually can go defeat called Kukin, who's the main god in the game. So you can kind of go whatever stages you want, but you need special crystal skulls to unlock certain rooms. So you need X amount of those skulls to unlock certain rooms. Kind of like, I guess, stars in Mario, that you know, in that style. And here is the main hap calendar room that you kind of warp to. I'm a big fan of Shadow of Colossus, and this is kind of a homage to that, where when you defeat a god, you know, you got a statue that crumbles. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys soon.